Shalom Akim. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Racha Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect that teaches word in all true faith and sincerity. And yeah, today I just want to tie this lesson, the wound of Esau. The Lord has smitten the devil with a deadly blow, man. And that's why now you seeing the crumbling, the downfall of the so-called white man and this beast system. Now I got an article from RT News, and it reads, unjabbed, unvaccinated diners only. California restaurant says it's having fun watching heads explode over mandatory no jab policy. So as you can see, a restaurant out there in Cali, which this is probably not the only case. This is not the only restaurant that's doing this. But it's unjab only. You can only enter that restaurant if you don't have the jab. And then that's totally contrary to what Esau and his agenda, is presenting, man. So let's go into the article a little bit. It said a California restaurant has refused to back down after being bombarded with negative press and customer reviews for posting a sign demanding that all diners provide proof that they have not been jabbed out against the crown. So, this restaurant pretty much is a requirement that you don't have the jab to enter, man. And it lets you know Esau Edom, the so-called white man, and his plan is going to come to naught. Out of all this, you was able to run circles around the people. You was able to put, take gold and silver, the real money, out of their hands and give them paper dollars. You gave them TV, SpongeBob, and BT, and NFL, and a plethora of other things. But the thing that you really want the people to bite on, they not biting on it, man. Scripture tells that he disappointed the devices of the crafty, man. But as you see, that resistance, Esau is being met with resistance, just not dealing with Israel, the Israelites, just somebody that own a restaurant don't want to bow down to this, man. It says, let's continue on. It says, with the jab status increasingly becoming a prerequisite to participate in many ordinary activities, one Huntington Beach eatery has decided to take a slightly different approach to granting privileges based on personal medical decisions. See? So as you can see, as they telling you that having that jab is being part of is a requirement to like I said, to participate in ordinary activities. See, after a while, that's going to be the norm. You flashing your COVID card. Just like how you might have to show your ID in certain places. Well, that's going to be the norm. You showing your crown card. To enter into these certain establishments, to do certain things. But as you can see, it tells you that this eatery have taken a different approach. Let's see, this is probably the last little bit. It says, on a storefront window, Basilio's Pasta in Vino taped a sign reading, proof of being unjabbed required. We have zero tolerance for treasonous, anti-American stupidity. Thank you for pondering. See? The restaurant's owner, Tony Roman, said that the unorthodox policy is designed to get people thinking, as some Southern California businesses began asking customers for proof of the jab. And this is the sign right here, man. But let you know the Lord has smitten this devil with a deadly blow that he's not going to recover from. So matter of fact, let's get that in the book of Jeremiah. Slakia. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, verse 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. See, suddenly this place fell off. Suddenly there was a lockdown. Suddenly now you got to get the jab. But also suddenly this man was met with resistance. See, this place is being tore up from the inside out, man. We seeing the downfall, the crumbling status of America. You know, the so-called white man and this beast system as a whole, man. So it says Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain. If so be she may be healed. See? Meaning medicine. That's why, you had this nigga Bang sign the rescue plan. They're trying to be healed. The Lord have divided these people. They trying to unite. And they all coming under the banner of, to make America great again. Coming under certain banners to unite. But it said, if so be, meaning what? At the end of the day, the Lord is being sarcastic because he's spitting her with a deadly wound that cannot be healed. Matter of fact, continue on, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. See? Because everything that's taking place ain't no coming back from it. Ain't no turning around. The Lord have sown discord amongst these people. This financial structure. All these things that take place, ain't no coming back from it. It's only going to get worse. It says, forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the sky. See? So the Lord is plaguing this place, and one of those things is division. Matter of fact, let's get this. What our Lord Yahushua said, this is the book of St. Matthew. I think it's 12 and 26. Let's see. St. Matthew 12 and 26. I started at 25. And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. And that's just a sort of thing. You seeing the kingdom is divided against itself. How much more when it's going to be even like going to reincarnation, even events on reincarnation, there's going to be another civil war to take place. But just little sort of acts as those shows you that's where the momentum is heading towards, as well as other things. Because the scripture says wars. It's going to be a war. It's going to be a race war. It's going to be food wars. It's going to be a civil war. It's going to be class wars, neighborhood wars. But every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. And every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. See? It's certainly just going back. The article pointed out, certain Southern California businesses are requiring that you have that thing. But this one said, no. I'm going to take a different approach. I'm going to go against what you say. We're going to say the ones that don't have it can come here. Well, that just lets you know on a small scale what's taking place globally. That this man is against himself. That resistance is now being made. He's been met with resistance. And like I said, it's not just talking about Jake and Israel. Just Esau himself is going against himself. It said, matter of fact, and if Satan casts out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? See, just even on a bigger scale, just dealing with America, the Americans and the Russians. They're both Edomites, but they are against each other. So at the end of the day, how is it going to stand? When the smoke clear and the dust settle, you think it's going to be one of these Edomites to come out on top? No, the whole house going to fall. You know. But the Lord have smitten this place with that deadly blow. That division, that's what a wound is, the splitting of the flesh. And that's what you're seeing spiritually with this devil, man. This is Isaiah 19:2, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor. City against city. See, we just seen, they just pointed out Southern California is doing it, but we ain't, you know. And kingdom against kingdom, see? And that's that divide and conquer. You seeing now that these people are rebelling against their government. You know, they're not, you know, buying on the rhetoric of the devil, man. They're not acknowledging these decrees that's being brought forth. You know, and that's why you're seeing riots and all type of resistance that this devil is being met with. That's why he's spending so many billions of dollars to so-called fight misinformation, which is really is truth. You know. So this is the book of 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter. And verse I start at 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. See, this world, woe to the people, this world, this current system, this era, this age, and them that dwell therein, the people that hang their hat here, that settled here in this place, man. Meaning you got a 5-year plan, a 10-year plan. Anything involving the future, and it has America there, 1, 2 as well. You know, because that means you okay with the wickedness that's taking place here. You ain't got to say it, but through your actions shows that. It says, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. See, and it's going to get a point in time, this is going to happen, man. Which we seen inklings of it. We might have different riots and these different groups and will go out and protest, and they'll have them things out, especially like dealing with these Edomites. You know, you seen what happened, what took place at the Capitol building. It's only going to intensify, man. You know, and that lets you know this is talking about America, because it says one people shall fight against another, and swords in their hand. All these Americans, they all got straps, man. That's why it was so easy for these for you going to these different European countries, these other countries, to kind of subdue the people quickly, because there's a lack of weapons and guns and shit out there. But dealing with these Americans, 4 out of 5 got a scrap. You know, and that's gonna also contribute to the military to come, you know, and pretty much flood the land of America. You know, it says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. See, and we seeing just subtle as they saying, nope, if you don't got the job, you definitely can get in. Show proof that you don't got it, so you can, you know. It tells you they decided to take a different approach. So, man, so it's only gonna grow. That wound is only gonna get worse. Ain't no sewing it back up or throwing some peroxide on it and just cleaning it and for it. No, that wound is gonna only intensify. It's only gonna get worse. You know, and we seeing the beginning stages of it. This man and that wisdom that he once had is being taken away. He was able to present something, and you, like a zombie, go exactly where he tells you. But now, since light has set upon the planet Earth, resistance, you know, is what this man being met with, and it's like a brick wall. Let's get something real quick, cause truth. It's Psalm 64 in verse 8. It says, "So shall they make their own tongue to fall upon themselves." See, yeah, cause just going, like I said earlier, it's not just dealing with Israel bringing this information out on this man, and that's the only people he's being met with resistance. No, you have these truthers out here, people with these different podcasts. You have people actually that have been in these secret cabals that actually witnessed these different rituals or was a part of it. You know, that know the inner workings of what he do, and it was set up for them to bring it out. See, it was a point in time that it was going to happen. You know, that's the spirit of the Lord. Settling upon the planet Earth, the spirit of truth. So they ain't got the truth, but they telling the truth. Bringing out the information on what's in the jab. Bringing out the information of dealing with this man and his depopulation. It's pretty much they actually confirming it. They actually calling names out it. So it says, "So shall they make their own tongue to fall upon themselves." See, that's that wound. It says, "All that see them shall flee away." See, so now you have got this information. You have been enlightened on that the so-called white man is the devil. Now you fleeing away. Now you ain't trusting in what he presents unto you. You're not buying on the rhetoric what he put out in the media. They fleeing away. They actually going in the opposite direction he wants you to go. Because truth is set upon the planet Earth. But it said they're going to make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. So that's that Satan against Satan, man. Because this nigga really shot himself in the foot. So matter of fact, let's go back to that 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter. 2nd Ezra 15. And matter of fact, continue on. Verse 17, it says, "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able." See? Which that's those lockdowns, man. Martial law, and this lockdown that's about to take place it's not going to be a walk in the park, man. This lockdown that's about to come could be that lockdown, man. That lockdown that set everything in motion, man. So you gonna desire to go into a city and shall not be able, and that's what's about to come to, and it's gonna be under the banner in the name of health. You already having these different states, New York, as well as California, that's already mandating these different workers to take that thing, man. And it's only going to grow. It's only going to intensify. It's only going to get worse. It says, "For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled." And that's ultimately what's going to take place. Trouble in the city, mayhem, distress, and anguish, man. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. See? A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. See? So that's those neighborhood wars. You're going to have race wars, food war, civil war, world war. But that's division. This is that strategic move the Lord is using to collapse the so-called white man, putting one against another. You had the house of Esau. They supposed to be on one accord. But you got a restaurant saying, you know what? No. The unjob is gonna is the only ones that can enter. You know? So it says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. And that's what's ultimately coming, man. We just in the beginning stages of the evils. And it's only going to get worse. We are witnessing the downfall of the so-called white man. And what a hell of a downfall this is, man. You know. But at the end of the day, the Lord has smitten this devil with a deadly wound that he would not recover from. And we seeing it, you know, by the way, these events playing out throughout the planet Earth. So yeah, Akimai just hold it with edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Racha, Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of